Take a deep breath in, and on the outward breath, allow your eyelids to close, and in closing, enable your body to relax. Breathing in a resourceful feeling of relaxation, and then exhaling any feelings of anxiety, tension, stress, or worries. Continue to breathe in and breathe out, and just notice that on each outward breath, it feels like you're releasing tension, particularly around your head, around your eyes, forehead, but particularly the top of your head. Just feel that tension is being released on every outward breath. That's it, breathing in and breathing out. And I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine that you're in your own home. I want you to imagine there is a comfortable place to just relax. It could be a bed or a couch or a chair, it doesn't matter which. Whatever comes to mind is exactly what you should be thinking about at that point in time, and make yourself comfortable on that piece of furniture. I want you to imagine it's morning, and sitting, lying, or resting on that particular place, continue to breathe in and breathe out. Noticing your arms and legs are getting limp and loose and heavy. Feeling tension leave your body every time you breathe out. I want you to get a sense that there are people around you that care for you. There are people around you that perhaps worry about you. And maybe what they worry about is the same things that you've been worrying about. About not being able to stand on your own 2 feet. Relying too much on other people. Being too dependent. But I want you to think of it from their perspective, not yours. No need for guilt, no need for stress. Just a pragmatic evaluation that there are people that worry about you worrying. And the more they worry, the more you worry, and the more you worry, the more they worry. And what if you could do something to help them? I want you to recall a time in your life where there was a crisis. Unknown variables. And back then you filled the role of being strong, confident, assertive. I want you to remember that time, but more importantly, I want you to relive that moment. Feel like you're back in that version of you, feeling confident, feeling strong, breathing in a very relaxed way, that inner dialogue, cool and calm and pragmatic, feeling that other people need you to be strong, so you will be strong. And as you feel that strength internally, perhaps there across your chest, when your unconscious fully integrates with that feeling of confidence and strength, just let me know. That's it. I want you to retain that feeling in your own body, but imagining you're back there in that home, resting, feeling relaxed. And I want you to evaluate that other people need you to be strong. They want you to be strong. And because you've evaluated that you're doing it for them, I want you to feel that it becomes natural for you, while you're lying there relaxed in your home, to activate that strong, resourceful, confident version of you. And when that part's fully in control, let me know by nodding your head. I want you to imagine getting up and walking around the house and realizing that today you're going to be in the home by yourself and it doesn't faze you at all. I want you to find a full-length mirror in that house and look at yourself in that mirror, and you can tell from the facial expressions, from the way you're breathing, from the way you're standing, that this is the strong, confident, assertive version of you. Your inner dialogue is just pragmatic. What do I need to do today? Solution-focused, with an overall sense of, I can do whatever needs to be done. And then just imagine walking around that house doing whatever needs to be done, whatever the best use of your time is, and then realizing that you need to go somewhere. It's that confident version of you, that assertive version of you. Imagine perhaps picking up the keys, getting into your car, and just feeling like this is easy for you, it's simple for you, it's just what needs to be done. I want you to think back in your past that those times that you've called for help, that you've asked people to check on you, that you've checked on other people, had a ripple effect of creating anxiety in other people because they saw the anxiety in you. But now you've made the decision that other people want you and need you to be strong, and therefore you are strong. And imagine getting in your car with that feeling of strength, and when you're behind the steering wheel but you haven't driven off anywhere yet, I want you to position your body so you feel that strength, that confidence in your chest, that the way that you're looking forward gives a sense of, I can handle this. That somehow it just feels obvious that this version of you can go wherever you want to go. And then imagine just driving away. You've been driving for a while, but I want you to imagine that there's really heavy traffic everywhere you look, and yet you feel in control. You're assessing the situation, that all this really means is that you have to wait a bit longer. The overall essence is, I can handle this, I've got this. This isn't an issue. I want you to imagine going to wherever your destination is, and perhaps seeing someone that knew the old version of you, the version of you that would get anxious. And when you tell them that you just drove there, feel that sense of pride when you see their reaction, their facial expressions, and you see them relax. That your strength gives reassurance to them. And if that feels good, let me know by nodding your head. Then it's time to drive back. And as you drive back, the home is no longer empty. And maybe there's family members that ask where you've been, and you tell them. But notice their expressions when you tell them that you went by yourself. They're scanning your face for signs of anxiety or stress and worry, and it just isn't there. But you can read their expressions. Perhaps confusion, quickly followed by relief. And then imagine this has happened many, many times. The days turn into weeks, the weeks turn into months, and imagine it's 6 months in the future. I want you to get a sense that this now feels effortless for you. It doesn't even feel like you need to be confident because it's so far within your comfort zone now. But again, notice the impact it's had on those people around you. Less stress, less worry, less anxiety. They breathe easier. They're calmer. And they're happy for you. And if this confident part is now willing to step up in these situations and allow that part, that anxious part, to help in a different way. Help perhaps by alerting you of things that really need worrying about. Maybe to scan ahead for roadworks, severe weather. But the part of you that is actually in control is the confident part. It's fine for that anxious part to be a helper, provide you with information, but the confident part needs to be in control. And if all parts agree that this is a better dynamic, good for you, but also good for the people that care and love you the most, just let me know by nodding your head. I want you to imagine that you're about to go on a journey overseas, very far. It's the confident version of you packing the bags. It's the confident version of you turning up at the airport. The confident, assertive version of you that is boarding that plane. The confident version of you that lands. And the more the uncertainty, the more that confident version of you remains in control. And notice how much more freedom you have. And if all parts of the unconscious are happy that this is the best way to play each part to their strengths, let me know by nodding your head. That's it. And then put yourself back in your body, back in that house. Imagine it's a year from now. Maybe you're in that house, or maybe you're in a different place, completely by your own, and it doesn't faze you at all. Imagine driving wherever you want. No matter how far the journey is, it just doesn't faze you anymore. Because your evaluation is that this is well within your capabilities. That your resources exceed these demands, and therefore you don't even need to be that confident. Because you can handle this. And when your unconscious mind is ready to return to the present, but taking this new dynamic, this new way of helping yourself by helping other people, by activating this superhero part within you that will do more for others than it will do for you, when that part is ready to return to the present, activating this strategy in these contexts, let me know by nodding your head. Find yourself back in your body, firmly in the present right now. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, get a sense that you're in your own physical body right now. And I will count from 1 to 10 to awaken you, but you will awaken with a new dynamic. That the baton will be passed to the most suitable version of your unconscious mind to be in control, proportionate to your resources and confidence levels. Starting to count to awaken you. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9:10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.